Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, hold on. Ah, okay. It's probably because I wasn't saying anything. Okay, then. Alright, let's start. Spoilers, they won't. By the way, in the options you can pick the size of the subtitles. It goes from small to medium to large to hella large. Hella large.
Where am I?
Get used to that because that's kind of a reoccurring thing in this game. Characters say hella a lot.
I'm trapped in a storm? How did I get here? And where is here? Wait, there's the lighthouse. I'll be safe if I can make it there. I hope. Please let me make it there.
So, I'm just realizing something right now with this. Makoto Shinkai is your name. Rip this game off. If you haven't seen Your Name, it's a very famous anime movie. In my opinion, very overrated, but whatever.
So surreal.
Famously called film Little Pieces of Time. But he could be talking about photography, as he likely was.
Okay, I'm in class. Everything's cool. I am okay.
From light to shadow. From color to chiaroscuro.
Yeah, that's basically it. A lot of people like to make fun of the dialogue in
of a
this game.
photographer who perfectly captured the human condition in black and white?
I didn't fall asleep, and that sure didn't feel like a dream.
Bueller?
Weird.
Diane Arbus.
There you go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
Because of her images of hopeless faces.
My problem with Your Name is that it's a
children.
very interesting concept for a love story. These two characters who are switching bodies every day, and as a result they get to live each other's lives, and as a result get to know each other intimately on a way deeper level than you would normally be able to. But then they ruin it by inserting this incredibly out there supernatural plot in the middle half that doesn't belong. Like seriously, I would have liked that movie a lot more if it was just a love story and that's it.
I'm not a big fan of her work.
Look at this crap. How can I show this to Mr. Jefferson? I can hear the class laughing at me now.
I prefer Robert Frank.
Me too, Victoria.
If anybody else looked at this, what would they think?
Yeah, you can check Max's diary. She's an art student, and yeah, there's a lot of her backstory is told to you. Well, not told to you, but instead you have to read pages and pages of text. It's kind of annoying. I don't... Whatever. I'm not gonna read that because it's way too much.
America. And there was honesty about the economic conditions of the era, but a beauty in the struggle. You don't have beauty without a beat, which explains why Frank was Kerouac's photographic muse.
Oh boy, let's take a
and both
selfie.
were the great chroniclers of the 1950s.
This game originally came out back in 2014,
what you kids call a
so it was around the time that selfies were starting to become really super popular.
And Max has a gift. Of course, as you all know, the photo portrait has been popular since the early 1800s. Your generation was not the first to use images for selfie expression. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The point remains that the portraiture has always been a vital aspect of art and photography for as long as it's been around. Now, Max, since you've captured our interest and clearly want to join the conversation, can you please tell us the name of the process that gave birth to the first self-portraits?
I did know, but I kind of forgot.
You either know this or not, Max. Is there anybody here who knows their stuff?
Louis Daguerre was a French painter who created daguerreotypes, a process that gave portraits a sharp reflective style like a mirror. Now you're totally stuck in the retro zone. Sad face.
Very good, Victoria. The Daguerrean process brought out fine detail in people's faces, making them extremely popular from the 1800s onward. The first American daguerreotype self-portrait was done by Robert Cornelius.
You're so in the retro zone. Sad face.
Find out all about him.
Because that's how teenagers talk. They talk in emoji language, it seems.
Hey guys, don't forget the deadline to submit a photo in the Everyday Heroes contest. I'll fly out with the winner to San Francisco, where you'll be feted by the art world. It's great exposure, and it can kickstart a career in photography. So Stella and Alyssa, get it together. Taylor, don't hide. I'm still waiting for your entry too. And yes, Max, I see you pretending not to see me.
Victoria doesn't waste a second kissing ass. That was amazing when Mr. Jefferson took a class picture the first week. Even though I didn't want to be in the picture at all,
obvious is obvious.
It was fairly fucking cool to watch it. Damn, they have carbon fiber tripods here. The ball head even has a pan lock. God, I'm such a photo nerd.
Yeah, because this is what nerds do, right? They comment about, oh, I'm such a nerd. I'm such a photo nerd. Yeah. The dialogue is already from the beginning is it's abundantly clear that the people who actually wrote this are not actually nerds themselves. This is a non-nerd's interpretation of what it's like to be a nerd.
This is definitely where cameras go to heaven. Oh man, they have those sweet ultrasonic lenses, and look at that vintage rangefinder. What? Obviously Blackwell spent bank on the computers here. Looks like somebody was already working on this. Cool.
This game is a choice-driven adventure game. God, I'm such a game nerd. That's how we talk, isn't it then?
Kate looks so sad and quiet today. Poor thing. Now I wish I wouldn't have read this. Purge. Hi, Kate.
Oh. Hi, Max.
Kate, I hope I didn't embarrass you with my lame answer.
It sucks to be dragged into the spotlight.
Unless you're Victoria.
She's got nothing on you, Max. Well, I should get going.
Yeah, me too. Talk to you later.
Sure.
I don't know. I don't know, Dan. I don't speak fake teenager nerd. Okay, you know what's interesting about the dialogue in this game? Some people have said that, have tried to defend it by saying, actually, believe it or not, this is actually how hard school students talk. And I'm like, okay, even if I'm going to... Okay, for the sake of argument, let's just say that's the case. Here's something that some writers need to learn. Realistic writing doesn't necessarily equal good writing. Not everything that happens in real life automatically transitions into a good story. Like when you're hearing this dialogue in a movie or in a game or whatever, it just comes across as cringy and pandering.
Excuse me, Mr. Jefferson, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes. Excuse you.
No, Victoria. Excuse us. I'd never let one of photography's future stars avoid handing in her picture.
I didn't have any time. Way too much homework.
Max, you're a better photographer than a liar. Now, I know it's a drag to hear some old dude lecture you, but life won't wait for you to play catch-up. You're young, the world is yours, blah, 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 right? But you do have a gift. You have the fever to take images, to frame the world only the way you envision it. Now, all you need
hold
is the
on,
courage to
Dan,
share
if you
your
don't
gift with
mind,
others.
I'm gonna restart the stream real quick, because I just realized I'm using I'm not using my normal account. So give me a moment. I'm just going to start over real quick.